So the first thing I want to go through is just actually this one right here, like how and when to use Google search ads, Google call ads, messenger ads. We'll go through all of these today. I just want to go through this one first because there's like actually a strategy behind Google search ads. So we're just going to go through this slideshow because many people, when they create Google search ads, they're really only focused on new users. And new users meaning like, if you're working with a plumbing client, you're only showing for, plumbing near me or emergency plumber. That's like new people. But but a majority of your audiences and customers are honestly going to come through your retargeting campaigns and competitor campaigns and brand campaigns. So I'm going to kind of like walk through how you set up at least 3 Google search ads to create a whole funnel versus just really focusing on new audiences. Because yes, you can still market to new audiences. You can get customers, get calls right away, but there's still other campaign types that you might want to focus on. So we're going to go through this. This is just like an easy stat, just real quick. Even for Facebook ads, for LinkedIn ads, for any ad type, this is just, I think everyone understands going after new customers. That's kind of like, one of the main points of marketing is going after new customers. This is just like a stat where if you're able to call out who your audience is, this is just from LinkedIn, 53% conversion increase from calling out your audience in your ad. So if you're marketing to, this example is focused, instead of like just having this ad focused as a generic ad, you're already adding your targeting in all these ad campaigns. So you might as well just call them out if you're marketing to plumbers or real estate agents for your CRM software. Call them out like real estate agents in California. That's just like a quick little tip, but I think everyone else understands sort of, the process of reaching new users. But what I want to talk about
Quick question. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Scott Rabinowitz, just quick question. Can you train the AI to call out your target?
We will include it for sure. Like sometimes if you, depending on your prompt, many times, like if you do, let's do this example. So if let's say you're marketing your CRM, you're working with high level, you're marketing your CRM. I know maybe you're going to work with musicians. So instead of saying like, this is a CRM software, CRM to get leads, right? And you're going after musicians. That doesn't really make sense for them. So instead of when you're going into the prompt, instead of just saying CRM for lead generation, you should do CRM for musicians or for real estate agents. And then that would include it a lot of times in the prompt, in the ad text. So if you just add that for plumbers or for musicians, a lot of the times that would be inside of the ad. We automatically create your entire ad focused on whoever you call out. So yeah, it will include it.
Cool. Thank you.
This is one of the other campaign types right here is when you focus on competition. And this is just an example from Gymbox. There's no, like we call this like ethically, it's basically ethically stealing your competitors' customers. And you can do this on Google search. You can do this on Facebook if they have a big enough audience. Like Go High Level could even do it to Salesforce, where they're targeting Salesforce, people who like the Salesforce page. Here is a Google search ad. And when you're marketing to competitors or showing your ad above competitors, you're already reaching a relevant audience. People searching for your competitors have already narrowed down. They already know the problem that they're searching for. So you're kind of just showing up before your competitors. Nike does this to Adidas, Salesforce and HubSpot do this to Go High Level. Not every industry will do this. Like I wouldn't recommend this for real estate agents, but for certain industries, people like this is like a very low funnel search term when someone's searching for a brand name. So you can show up before a competitor, and while a customer is searching for it, they've already done the research. They already know that this problem they already know their problem and they already know the solution to their problem by searching for the brand name. So this is just one campaign type that you should definitely be checking out. And all you have to do in Play is just in the keywords, add your competitors' names as the keywords. This is an example for Gymbox, how they do it. This is another example for Gymbox, how they do it. So you can get kind of fun with this, but this is just like one of the other campaign types. I don't see, many people creating inside of Play. But I remember when I was at a company that got acquired by Cisco, it was like almost going to war every single day by doing this. But this is one of our lowest cost per acquisition campaign types when you're going after just marketing for competitors and you're showing above them. So I'm just giving you an idea of what to do, because this is honestly one of the lowest cost per acquisition campaign types that you'll see outside of remarketing. That's the campaign type. One other campaign type I want to talk about for Google search is brand campaigns. So we do this all the time, and you only need to spend maybe like $10 a day on this. But just say like someone searches, like someone sees your ad on Facebook. This happens all the time. On average, it takes about 7 different interactions with your brand before someone buys. So they might see an ad and then go to Google and search for your brand on Google at a later time. They might see your ad on Facebook, go over to Google a few days later and search for your brand. But if you're just depending on your brand name, you might not be ranking high enough on SEO for them to find you. So especially if you're using YouTube ads, this is great for YouTube ads because YouTube ads drive organic search. That's really what YouTube ads are for, because the biggest button on YouTube ads is skip ads. Very rarely will they ever click on the site. It's kind of up to YouTube and Google. They kind of need to make the button bigger to go to the site, but the biggest button is skip ads. So when you're running YouTube ads, that will drive organic search. But if your customers can't find you, they're just going to skip right along, and all of your marketing efforts could go to waste. So that's why even for $10 a day, you should probably have some sort of branding campaigns. And when I say branding campaigns, that just means including your brand name as the keyword. So for us, it would be Play white label, Play marketing, Play AI, just a few keywords around our brand name. So you show up at the top of Google. When people see your ads other places, they'll see your social content other places. They're going to be searching on Google to find you eventually. But if they can't find you, they're just going to skip right past you. So this is definitely a good campaign type that you should always have running probably 365 days a year. Even if you have this at $2 a day, this is going to help you get customers by showing up and really kind of cleaning up all of your marketing efforts. From YouTube ads that you're doing, going after new users, from Facebook ads. A lot of these ads will drive organic search at a later time. So having these sort of ads is definitely worth it, and you should definitely do it.
Logan, what's the name of that ad again? I'm sorry, I think I missed that.
We just call it a branded search campaign.
Okay.
So it's not even something that you select and play, but the strategy is just for the keywords. Even in the prompt, you just kind of talk about your brand, just like you would in the normal prompt. You add your brand name.
Okay.
And then you kind of just describe what your business is. For you, it'd be like, the best hyperbolic chambers. And just like showing up at the top of Google for that, for your brand name. This, even at a small budget, this will help you show up and get customers.
Okay. And it's just a search campaign based Google search
Just
campaign.
a search campaign. Exactly.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. These are all search. And this is really kind of the funnel. Even you can do this a lot on with remarketing campaigns and everything, but new audiences is what we see most people creating, but they don't really get into the competitor part, and they rarely do the brand part. But all the biggest brands in the world, even high level, Salesforce, Apple, Nike, all of them do brand campaigns because they all understand that even their television ads are going to drive organic search. But if they're not showing up at the top, no one's going to find them. So those other marketing efforts go to waste. That's kind of the point of doing this. So you have your new audiences campaigns. I'm sure many of you have created. You have your competitor campaigns that we kind of went over. You have your brand. This remarketing we'll go over maybe next session, but this remarketing is kind of for closing out the whole funnel. Like you should always have, this isn't just for search. This is for any channel. You should have probably about $5 a day set to retargeting of people who come to your site. I'll go over this. We just launched a new feature where you can upload a CSV email list and retarget to those users. But this is kind of just a quick funnel that anyone can really implement. So these 3, sometimes I'll set these up. I even have ads running for over a year where we're just building up our funnel with new audiences. People looking for, like for our example, it's people looking for marketing tools or marketing solutions. We'll get them into our funnel. We'll remarket to them. from that. And then we also have our seasonal based campaigns, especially if you're e-commerce, you could have your seasonal campaigns. But I just kind of wanted to go over this real quick. So how you can kind of structure your search campaigns. At Play, search is our highest spending than Facebook. Facebook is growing, but for us, most people are spending on search, but a lot of people don't understand the kind of what campaigns you can create. So just wanted to go over this real quick. Just moving on, happy to answer any questions on that as we move forward. But one of the other things I wanted to go over was when to do Google Call Ads. Because Google Call Ads are essentially click to call. And this can work well for realtors. This can work well for food truck owners. This can work well for plumbers. But, you know, certain businesses, this isn't probably recommended. Like we don't even do this. CRM-based companies rarely do this. High Level will barely do this. Salesforce will barely do this. But this is really good for local-based businesses, call ads. Local gyms, for example, this is straight click to call. So that's kind of when you want to use Google Call Ads. Let's go over these things real quick. I just want to show you these two new features that we have. Then we'll get into like how we demo this.
Sorry, Logan. We have a question on the chat from Christy about the funnel that you just showed for like Google structures. She's asking for competition ads, do you need their name in the ad for a better quality score?
Yes, kind of. That's a great question. Like what we kind of do, there's two things that you could do. One is that, yes, include their name in the ad. Sometimes it might be trademarked, but what we always do, it's like, for us, it would be ad roll alternative or, you know, another competitor, Upex alternative. If you do that, what's best to do is that you kind of say the brand name, you could say alternative, or you can say why you're better. For us, we offer 7 different ad platforms and we're heavily focused on AI. We make your agency an AI-based agency. So you can include them not only in the keywords, but in the headlines, maybe even the descriptions. And then how you can still maintain that quality score is if you quickly create, even on Canva, just a chart of the features that you offer versus your competitors. That way on the landing page that you're sending people to, it also includes the competitor name. It does take a little bit more work, but that's how you can continually show up before your competitors, is if you include their name on the landing page that you're sending them to. Because many times people just run competitor campaigns, but they'll have a very low ad rank because the landing page that they're sending them to doesn't include the keyword that they're targeting, which would be, you know, your competitor. So if you send them to a landing page, make sure that you kind of say it's a dedicated landing page for your competitors. List them out and even have a chart showing this is what we offer. That's, you know, this is how much we offer versus what our competitors offer. Hopefully that answered the question for you.
It is. The chart on the landing page, can that be a picture or does it have to be text so it can be seen?
Yeah, it could be a picture, but then also on the headline of the website, it should definitely say, you know, your competitor's name, alternative. So it could be text, but then the chart is basically just a picture. I can show you ours real quick. This is an example of our chart right here.
Great. That's what I have too. I have a picture that shows the compare.
Yes. Yeah. Cool. So let's go over these two new features real quick right here. So this is honestly one of the best targeting tactics out there, just because, like, you know, with the iOS things, hard to track. The best source for your targeting is going to be uploading your own data into the platform. So we just launched this today, but what you can do is you can upload a list of you could upload your CSV right here. So you'll go into retargeting and you can tap upload customer list. we have a formatting guidelines list right here. You can download a sample of how to format it. But honestly, what we've done is that you can even just upload just one column, an email list, just the emails. But it's good to have like first name, last name, phone number, and email. But you could also just upload a list just with the emails. You can retarget to all these people in your list. Once you just upload that list one time, you can create this campaign and remarket to people in your customer list. But what one of the best features is that you can come over to new people. You can tap create lookalike, select the source as this is our audience that we just uploaded. So right here, you can select this as the source. And now what you're doing, and you can just, this isn't the location targeting. This is just required by Facebook to say like, where do you want your audience based to create the lookalike source off. There is still a location screen after this. They just require you to select a country location right here of where your audience is based. So for us, United States, there's still a location targeting screen after this. This is just at the country level for right here. But this is automatically creating a lookalike audience of anyone who is similar, extremely similar to the CSV audience that you uploaded. So if you already have an email list of 1,000 people, all of a sudden versus adding interest targeting here and just kind of, basically adding interest, you can target new people who look like you're already people who are customers of you. So this is a new feature. This is like honestly one of the best targeting options for you, and extremely excited to launch this and have you be able to use this. So that's exactly how you do this for Facebook, Instagram. We'll have this coming to Google very soon too.
And Logan, we have a couple of questions about this. I'm going from the bottom up. Alexander is asking if there are any requirements on how the new customer list should be.
There, like to actually get this going, I believe there are some requirements for like the audience size. I think it has to be at least above 200 people, but any requirements, you can just see these. We offer formatting guidelines, and you can download a sample of how your CSV file should look. But to market to these people, it has to be at least a list of at least 200 people to run ads for retargeting to this audience. What's cool about that is that even if you have only 100 odd people in the audience, you can still upload it and run this campaign. And then you can come over here and create a lookalike audience of people who look like that audience. This actually expands the audience by, tenfold. So you can reach new people who look like your audience. So there's no minimum audience size, because this is already expanding your audience if you create a lookalike audience off that custom audience. So I know there's like a lot of terms and stuff hidden in there, but
I have a question on that. Logan, if I am going to a new area of town or even a different state, can I still use my email list and it'll find people similar to them in a different state, or do I need to keep it? It will? Okay, perfect.
Yes, it will. And then like, let's say I'll just select an existing audience right here. We go next. This is creating the audience right here. And so it'll find it in a different state.
And we have more questions about this. Marcus is asking if he can use that CSV file to retarget on LinkedIn.
We will have this coming. This is Facebook, Google. We'll have it for, this is Facebook, Instagram. We'll have it for Google next. And then LinkedIn, yeah, we'll add this to LinkedIn. Right now, not right now on LinkedIn, but you can. They do have that option to do this.
And you do need a pixel on LinkedIn, right? Or a conversion tracker in order for that information to come back to the high level.
To track conversions, yes, but you could still run a campaign just for traffic and reach those people. But if you want to track conversions, it's good to have like the LinkedIn pixel on there.
Okay, but I don't need it in Play. I just need it in LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm running that ad without and I know I'm getting conversions from it already. Because it just says direct response because there's a link there for them to click.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So this is a really good feature, especially for your customers too. So we're really excited to launch this for you. One other new feature that we just launched today is custom fields. So this is actually really cool because like, let's say you work with 10 carpet cleaners or 10 different real estate agents. You can just come in here, just make sure you refresh your web app and you'll see this. But we have these custom fields. We're going to be adding more like offer type, different custom fields, but you can add their business name and their website. Actually, once they create their prompt, even one time in their ad, we'll automatically fill that section for them. We'll automatically fill in their details. And how you can use this is mostly in this template section. Why you might want to do this is, again, like if you work with 10 different, let's preview this. If you work with like 10 different plumbers, for example, you would have to, in the past, create 10 different ad templates because they all have different websites. They all have different business names. Also in the ad text right here, this example is just plumber. This will automatically update their ad copy to include their business name in it. It will also update their website and their landing page in the template to include their website. So all you have to do when you create a new template is like, let's do one for Facebook, for example. Just turn this little switch on right here. This enables that custom field. We also call it dynamic creative template. So you can turn this on. You can save this template right here. Just tap done, save this template. Now what you can do is that you can share this template. Like if I work with carpet cleaners, you can just tap share here and choose your carpet cleaning clients, whichever client, share it to them. Then all of a sudden, this ad template that you share, it has their brand name on it and it has their website in the template. So now all you have to do is basically just create one template if you focus on a specific niche, like power washers, car detailers, real estate agents, for example. Just create one template now, turn on that switch, share the template with them. It'll automatically update to their business name and their website.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's especially if you focus on a specific niche, this is going to be great for you. So those are the two new updates. Again, we're always adding new stuff, like pretty much daily. But those are two new things that we just launched today for you. Let's see. Okay.
So really quick, is there a way to delete something that you built that's in like in Play?
Yeah, let's go in here. So you can, for templates, yeah, you can just tap this 3 dots and delete your template. For ads, what you can do is that you can just add this filter right here. Let's wait for it to load. But you can just turn this filter on and show only your enabled ads or your paused ads. We don't really delete them because once you delete them, you can never use those ads in the future or even view the data for them. So pausing them is basically just hiding them. And they're basically essentially deleted. You'd never have to see them again. You could just turn this filter on right here and show only your enabled ads right here.
Okay, so in my account, we have one master account, right? That's like our own. Okay.
Yes.
And then that one we can't delete or change. So that's the master account. So we could build stuff in there, turn on that toggle, use the custom values, and then just share that to the clients that we want to have that, and they'll populate their stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you
go ahead. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Oh, and do you recommend using their website, or if we built a dedicated landing page for a specific condition or something that we want to run traffic to? Or
it's always better, like for example, if you're doing a yoga studio, or you're doing it like a local gym and you're marketing to people who, people interested in fitness or people interested in, certain activities, sending them to a dedicated landing page versus, for example, a gym might offer powerlifting and yoga classes and basketball courts. But if you kind of send them to a landing page, based on who you're, let's just go into an example real quick. For example, this one, if we're marketing to people who need plumbing services, it's much better to send them to a landing page that has to do with their specific offer. If you're not doing lead-based ads, that's why I do like lead-based ads, because you can still get very specific. You can come in here and do like best, instead of just saying best plumber, you could do like best emergency plumber, or best, you could do sink plumber. And that way you don't need to create custom landing pages, because you're reaching people who need this solution, but you don't need to like create a dedicated landing page, because if they click on it, they're only going to this lead form. But in general, it's always good to have like a custom landing page, at least for their top 2 offers, for sure, versus just going to an overall
Website.
sort of generic website.
Okay.
And that is really the hack. That's why eventually we're actually going to bring in our landing page builder in here. When you launch an ad, we're going to launch the feature where you can actually create a landing page tailored to this ad, which will be really cool. So that's like why we have our free landing page builder. I'll add in the chat here too, but it's just landing.site. It's free for Play users, and we're continuing to build that out, because it's like a pain to build out these specific landing pages for different services. For example, if like you're a jeweler and your top service is watch repair, they might not have a landing page for that, but you can still launch an ad, focus on watch repair, and we're going to automatically on the back end create a landing page, focus on watch repair for you, just to match the ad copy. So pretty soon you won't even have to worry about that. We'll just include that for you.
Okay, we have a couple of more.
So it's going to be like an AI generated landing page?
It is, yeah. AI generated landing page that matches your ad, which will give you extremely high ad relevance and quality score, which will decrease your ad costs like crazy, and which lead to a cheaper cost per acquisition or cheaper cost per lead.
Okay, so we don't have to build it in high level. We could just build it in Play and then use the form on high level to bring it into high level.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. What's the where's the URL? If people are asking.
Let me add this in right here.
And then also, can I request something while we're on here real quick?
Yeah.
You know where when you create the ad and it says images?
Yes.
Right
here.
Maybe that is bringing in. Maybe OS. Okay.
Right here.
I guess you could bring in your own images and stuff in there.
Of course. Yeah. You can always upload your own. We bring it in from Facebook page, Facebook ads, Instagram, or even Shutterstock.
Okay. And then once we add them, they sit in that library. We could just pick the ones we want, right?
Yeah. You can upload them and you can just pick them.
Okay.
And I'll go over this real quick too. Like what we do have coming is it's like basically an AI image template creator. So in a tap, you can upload your logo, your base image. You can upload like 3 brand colors, and we're automatically just going to generate 50 or more different image ad templates that you can select from. So it'll be like an image ad builder in here too. So we're always adding to this, and this, no extra charge for you guys. It'll be pretty cool in here. But if you're going for new users though, video ads will be the best, honestly. Video ads will be the best for new users. For retargeting, I think I went over this with Christy, might have been with you. But image ads will, or maybe it was, sorry, but image ads are really good for retargeting, because people, like, what I'm saying is that these video ads grab people's attention, get them to click or engage with your ad. Retargeting is better for images because you're able to kind of describe a little bit more. They might be already familiar with the brand, but when you're reaching to new users, video ads are going to be the best. And then you can kind of close the deal with retargeting with your image ads. But for new users, what we've seen is that videos are just the best at grabbing attention right off the bat, and then you can convert them with image ads.